Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria. If it's your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you stay, hope you enjoy, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button. If it's not your first time here, welcome back. Happy to have you back. Glad you are here once again. Today we have got a story time. Apparently a couple of you guys have been enjoying my mini story times in my vlogs and have asked me to do proper story times, and then I did a poll on my Instagram asking if I should do a story time, and a lot of you guys said yes. So this is me doing a story time. Now, I don't want to talk too much. Let's get right into the video because I think my battery is gonna die soon. So let me set the scene. It is 2014. I had just graduated from Form 4, and in Tanzania, in Form 4 is when we have our NECTA examinations, right. So I just finished my NECTA examinations, and at my school, at the school that I went to, we do our graduation before the actual final examination. So I mean, if you fail, you've already graduated anyway, so yeah. So during graduation, was a boarding school. During graduation, your parents come, your family members come over, and you eat with them, and the whole ceremony and whatever. So during my graduation, my mom and my aunts and uncles came by, and my mom gave me my present. Of course, she had to leave with it, but she just, I think it was like motivation to study and to do or whatever. So she came with my present, and it was a phone. It was my very first phone that was bought for me. Like, I took it out of the box. Usually I'll get hand-me-downs from my mom or my dad. Like, if they get a new phone, they pass on their old one to me. That, however, was my very first one. It was a Samsung S5, and in that year it was like still, that was the year I think that it came out. So I was so excited. Of course, we're not allowed to have gadgets at school or anything really. We're not allowed to have a lot of stuff at school. So yeah, they left with it. Now we are done with school, so I have my phone, obviously. Now every year, every end of the year, we have these things called after school bash, which is like a rave. I think that's the equivalent to a rave or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's more or less it's like a concert. It starts in the afternoon all through to night time, right? And their performances and just drinks and food and all that sort of situation. I'd only been to one before when I was in Form 2, but I had gone with like my whole family. Not all my whole family, my brothers, my mom, my uncles, which was a really good time, right? Now that year, I remember we were coming back from my grandmother's house. We were in the car and they were advertising it in the, like, on the radio. So my mom is like, isn't this that thing that we went to last time? I was like, oh yeah, that's the one. I'm not really a party person, so I couldn't care less about going or not going because it's not really my scene. She's like, no, you should go this year. You just finished Form 4. You should go and take your cousin with you. Now, my cousin, we need to give her a name. We call each other cousin most of the time. So I think we can just call her cousin because that's just going to be easier for me. Right. So she's like, you should call your cousin and ask her if she wants to go. I was like, you know, cool. I text her, cousin, do you want to go to the after school bash with me? And she's like, she's the opposite of me. She loves parties. She loves dancing, music, all that. That's her vibe. She's like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, sure. Yeah, we should go. I'm like, okay. I told my mom, cousin said, we are gonna go. And my mom was like, all right. And then I have this other cousin who we are gonna call Megan. She's older than us, like older. She's like got her own life and whatever. So she's like, you guys should come over to my place for a sleepover. So my mom was like, okay, cool, you go with cousin to the after school bash that day, right? And then Megan is gonna come and pick you guys up and you go sleep over at her place. Okay, cool. And then the following day there was a wedding, which is like our family, a family friend. So a lot of my aunts and uncles were gonna be there, and so are my parents. So they're like, tomorrow when we go to the wedding, we will take you back and you go home from there. You guys, you still following me? Yeah, you are. Cool, cool. Come the day of the bash, I go pick my cousin up at my grandmother's place. So where I live is one side of the city, and she lives in a completely different side of the city. Okay, so the center spot where a lot of us meet up is at my grandmother's place. So I was going to meet her up there, and then from there is where we're gonna go to the beach at the venue where that thing is. Cool. She's late. That was strike one. Okay, she was late. And I'm like, one of my biggest pet peeves is people who, like, you're gonna be late and you don't, like, you keep saying, I'm coming, and you're not. I'm coming, and you're not. It's just annoying. At least be honest about it. If you have to be late, be honest about it, okay? So she gets there. I'm like, finally, at least we can go. She's like, no, cousin, I want to change. Like, what? Why? Anyway, she goes into my grandmother's place. She changes, she's done, she's ready, and this is her outfit is an important player of this story. She was wearing a red top and black jeans, black bottoms. Okay, you'll come to know why later on. Cool. So we go. It was around 2 p.m., which is like where things aren't really popping as much. The good singers and musicians and performances aren't until later on in the day, when there are like more people. And it really wasn't, there weren't a lot of people. Like, it's the beach, right? So you can see clusters. There wasn't really a crowd yet, you know, but that was cool. That was fine. So we're there, and I hadn't called any of my other friends. I had not asked anybody else to be like, to accompany me, because I was like, I'm going with cousin, you know, it's just gonna be me and cousin. We're gonna hang out, we're gonna chill, we're gonna relax. Little did I know, cousin had texted her friends. Like, she was using that opportunity to see her friends. So I was just like her transport and all that, you know. But I didn't know that. So we get there, and then one by one, somebody comes, and cousin is like, hey! I'm like, okay. Cousin, this is whoever. I'm like, hi, okay. Another person comes, and it's like, you know, it's a common thing to meet a lot of people there, because literally every school has closed, and everybody just wants to detox and relax and refresh. So there are going to be a lot of people there. I didn't really think too much about it. I was just like, lucky you, because I don't have any of my friends coming here, and I haven't planned for any of that. So another reason why I didn't want to invite my friends is, like I said, I thought it was going to be me and my cousin, and I hate third wheeling, and I wouldn't want her to feel like a third wheel, you know. It's just annoying when you have somebody who you are close to, someone who you are used to, and then there's somebody else who doesn't really get your stories, doesn't get your inside jokes and all that. So I was like, no, it's just gonna be the two of us. I was now the third wheel. I was the one who was left out now, because I mean, at least, fine, you guys all found yourselves there. The least you could do is keep me included, you know. I mean, at least, you know. But no, they were literally like running off, and I would be left alone, running off, and I would be left alone. And I tried. It got to a point where I was like, let me try and check on my friends. So I texted. I'm like, do you guys want to come to the after school bash? I'm there. And they're all like, this is such short notice. So none of my 3 friends that I texted could make it. So I was literally all alone. And my brothers were supposed to come. I have 2 brothers, right? My brothers were supposed to come, but they said, you know what, we're gonna come later on in the evening, like when it's dark. What are we gonna be doing there in the afternoon? Or who goes there in the afternoon? I'm like, me? Me, obviously. Yeah. They also didn't show up though. No. So everybody ditched me that day. That was like Ditch Maria Day for some sort of reason. Okay. So, this is why her outfit was important. It got to a point, you know, as she keeps running off, I'm trying to look for her, and I'm like, okay, let me look for red top, black jeans. I don't know if it was announced. I don't know if that was the color of the year. I don't know. But there were so many people wearing red and black. So many people, to the point that if you just stand back and look, you're gonna be seeing red, black, red, black, red, black. Like, what? Did I miss the memo? What? How? You know? So I couldn't really find her like that, like from that situation. So I would be texting her. I'll text her and be like, cousin, where are you? She'll tell me, I'm at this place. I go to that place. Cousin, where are you? I'm at this place. I go to that place. So then there was this particular point where she had come to me, and I thought she had come to me to like, hey, how you doing? I'm checking on you, sort of situation. No, no. She came to me to tell me to hold her phone for her because her battery had died and she wasn't carrying a purse. I was carrying a purse. So she came to me and she's like, cousin, can you keep my phone for me? My battery's dead, so there's no point in me carrying it. I'm like, and where are you going? So your phone is dead. We literally have no other form of communication. It's getting late. Like I got into mom mode. So I'm that friend that when you go out, hey, and everybody's drinking and drunk and whatever, I'm the one who is watching over you. I'm the one who is taking care of your purse. That's me. That's me. So that part of me kicked in. I'm like, you want to leave again and your phone is dead? How am I going to find you and it's getting dark? What? How? Literally, how? And she's like, no, I'll find you. It's fine, it's fine. So while we were talking about it, hey, while we were talking about it, these two guys, the stars of the story, these two guys come. Okay, so one of the guys was light-skinned and the other guy is dark-skinned. So I think we can just call them light-skinned, dark-skinned. Okay, cool. Light-skinned, dark-skinned show up, and I think they came together like for moral support or some sort of reason. Okay, light skin wanted to talk to me, but he called on his friend, on his brother, to come and and be like, I don't know, I don't know if it's moral support that he needed or whatever, but he came with dark skin. Okay, so they come when I'm talking to my cousin, and he's like, hi, like mambo. I'm like, poor. My cousin she really wasn't there. Like her head, her mind, it wasn't there. She wasn't interested at all. She didn't care. She's just like, poor cousin, bye. I'll find you. I'm like, who leaves her fellow girl in a state where she needs a wing woman to like come up with an excuse or something? Because I wasn't trying to be talked to by those people, So I'm like, okay, I'm all alone now. I take my phone out like as a decoy, and he's like, what's your name? I was like, Maria. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm light skinned. This is my friend dark skin. I'm like, okay, all right. Then I was like, you know what? My friend just texted me. She's at the gate. I need to go. We can go with you. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's cool. Thank you. And he's like, can I at least have your number? I was like, so the thing about me is I don't really like excuses. Okay, you want my number, I'm gonna give you my number, but am I going to reply? Don't count on it. Okay, so that's it. I was like, you know what, as long as I can leave here. I gave him my number. As soon as he texts, I know that I'll know who to not respond to. So I gave him my number and then I was off. And I thought, you know what, I've lost these guys for the rest of the night. I am a free bored woman. Now I can continue just focusing on my cousin. That day ended up being like me babysitting my cousin and me like checking on her and trying to, just find her a lot of the time. So it's getting dark now, right? She found me somehow, and I don't know how she was easily finding me like whenever she wanted to, but when I am looking for her, I could not find her at all. So she found me and she's like, hi cousin. And while cousin is with me, Megan called, because she was supposed to pick us up, right? Megan calls and she's like, hey guys, are you guys ready? Should I come pick you up now? I was so ready to leave. Like I was here. Like my tolerance level was gone. I was ready to leave. But cousin is like, no, it's still too early. It's still too early. Megan is like, oh, okay, all right, fine, cool. I'll just let you guys stay there. You will call me. I'm like, okay, you know what, you want to stay, but right now we do need to stay together. We really do need to stay together. And she's like, okay, no, yeah, sure, cousin, we'll stay together. She's saying we'll stay together while she's walking away and she's gone. So I had to now start following her around like a chicken. Her group is here. She with her friends are here. I'm here. She with her friends are here. I am. I go wherever she go. What song is that? Yeah, but you get it. I was just following her around. I was so bored, guys. I was so pissed. I was so annoyed. I was like, Mom, wherever you are, I am not going anywhere else you tell me to go next. I probably am. I probably have. I definitely have. But yeah, I was annoyed. So there's this point where, and you know, the funny thing is, I'll literally be next to them, but they won't even notice that I'm there. I'm like a ghost. I'm a ghost to them. So dark skin now comes. It's dark now, and this is where the good performances have started. So there is a crowd and there is all sorts of stuff happening there, and then dark skin comes. Sorry guys, my battery died. I charged it a bit. Now I think there's enough to finish the story time, hopefully, fingers crossed. So dark skin comes to me, right, and he's like, can I talk to you? I'm like, you again? In my head, I'm like, you again. But to him, I'm like, okay, talk. Like, where's light skin? Where did light skin go? You know, you weren't the one who was trying to talk to me earlier. You're not the one who asked for my number. Are you here to ask for my number too? Why? What do you have to say to me? Is what I'm thinking. And he's like, can we move a little bit? It's sort of private. Guy, dude, man. Really? He's like, yeah, can we just move a little bit to the side and whatever? And God forbid this group over here, they don't even know what is happening. They are so oblivious to Maria. I am just not on their minds or in their sight at all. So I was like, and that was my second mistake of the night. I was like, you know what, fine. So we walk just a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, fine, talk. And he's like, no, not here. So I'm like a little far from the group. Now let's say from here, I'm now here. Okay. He's like, no, let's just keep walking. I'm like, dude, what do you want to say? And then his tone changes, and he's like, you know what? Move, or something really bad's gonna happen to your cousin. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back now. But little did I know that it was too late for me. It was way too late. So these guys, they had he had an intention of moving me to his little formation. Apparently I guess there were a lot of them or whatever, because we were around a certain crowd. So he's like, move now or something really bad's gonna happen to your cousin. And I'm like, I'm gonna leave. As I tried to leave, he, like, you know, pulls me back, puts his arms around me. So anyone else would think this is just a couple enjoying being all lovey-dovey, because there were so many other couples who were doing that, you know, who were like hugging and dancing, and he had his arms around me. So like we're facing each other and his hands are around me, like around my waist. How dare he? Shame on him, wherever he is. Shame on him. But yeah, so he's like, I'm stuck there, hey? And he's like, give me your phone. Oh my God. So he's trying to rob me. That's what's happening here. Okay. He's like, give me your phone. Take out your line. Give me your phone. And I thought at first, honestly, I was not yet, the whole situation was sort of like weird, hey? But I had not yet registered it because of the way he said it. He was like, unaonaje, ukitoa line yako, unipe simu yako. Which basically means like, so what do you think? Take out your line, give me your phone. I'm like, what do I think? I think no. So I'm like, I'm not giving you my phone. I'm not giving you my phone. And he's like, you don't really have a choice here, do you? I'm trying to move. His grip, guys, his grip was hard. He had a rock solid grip. So I'm trying to move, but I cannot seem to move. And he's like, this is not a joke, Okay, it seems like you think I'm playing. I'm not playing. I will do something really bad to you. I'm like, bad like what? Because I'm thinking in my head, what's worse? Going home without a phone, going home to my mom without a phone, or this guy? Like what could be, what really is worse? So I'm like, something bad like what? And he literally, I think I was provoking him because I didn't really seem serious. It didn't really seem scared to him. And I think he was mad that I wasn't as scared as he wanted me to be. But honey, my mom, my parents are military parents, military people. I'm a military child. I'm not scared of you. I'm scared of them, okay? So he's like, you've never had anything bad happen to you, huh? So I'm thinking, I'm like, is it rape? Is he gonna beat me? Is he gonna kill me? Like, how bad is bad? Like, what exactly is bad? Which is so dumb. Which is honestly, like, after that situation, I was like, girl, you were playing with your life. But what if he was bluffing? Guys, what if he was bluffing? So from there, I'm like, you know what, look, I'm not giving you my phone. I've literally had it for 2 weeks. I didn't tell him that, but in my head, I'm like, I've literally had it for 2 weeks. This is the first phone that I took out of a box. I'm gonna fight for it. So I'm like, I'm not giving you my phone. I cannot give you my phone. What else do you want? I'm like negotiating with the thief, but I'm not giving you this phone. So he's like, fine. How much do you have in your purse? I'm like, oh, so we're negotiating now. That's good. That's great. I was like, I have 2,000, like a mbili, which is 2,000 Tanzanian shillings, which is I don't know how much it is, but I'll put the equivalent somewhere here, somewhere. Yeah, like a mbili, and he's like, unatania, which is you're joking, right? I'm like, honestly, obviously I didn't have 2,000 in my purse. Duh, but I'm not about to set myself up. And he's like, you know what, stop playing with me, take out your phone. So what I did is, we're face to face, right, and he has his hands around me with a very strong grip that he is not letting go. Okay, he turned, like, I turn around, so now we are like, what is it called, back to front, front to back. Anyway, he has my back, so he's cuddling me like in that romantic situation. But yeah, so like I'm trying to mouth like, help me to people, or like giving them signs that like this guy is trying to kill me. This is not my man. This is not, I don't want this to happen. This is not a situation, this is not voluntary, you know. But everybody is literally just like looking at me. They're literally like, this guy who cheers, like a fart cheers with his beer, and then other people are just looking and smiling and laughing, and he's like, you know what, you can try all you want. All of these people are my friends. Why do you think I told you to move? Why do you think I brought you here? So that whole formation was his people. So even if I tried to scream, even if I tried to do whatever, it wasn't gonna work. I'm like, okay, I am on my own. And it's a concert, it's loud, people are screaming, people are cheering and shouting. So I'm like, okay, now my phone, huh? Seems like it's about to go. So he keeps telling me, you know what, just take out your phone, make this easy on yourself. Take out your phone and let's call it quits. Let's go. I'm like, I'm not giving up without a fight. So there's this other couple in the middle of the formation. They just seemed out of place as well, and the girl was so drunk, like she was so drunk, and they were also like in couple mode, the guy and the girl. They were all like, oh, lovey-dovey and whatever. So I'm now trying to, he has his hands around me still, I'm trying to move, so we're like going one step, one step, one step, one step sort of situation, right? But we get close to the other couple, and what I do is I take the girl's hands, and she's like, what? And I'm like, please help me, please help me. When I say please help me, his hands, I don't know if he was scared or whatever, but his hands literally, and I ran out of there. I did not look for my cousin. I went straight to the security guards, okay? And I was like, guys, there is, and that is where I started feeling terrible. Like I started feeling scared and traumatized, because I think what made it worse is him like the formation that he had. That's when I was like, okay, this guy's serious. Okay, So I go to the security guards and I tell them the situation that happened, and they're like, you know what, that's great. We're looking for people like that. Do you remember his face? I'm like, I remember I remember the complexion, I remember every single thing. And they're like, cool, take us to him. Please understand, when I say we went back to that same spot and that whole formation was gone. Like, there was literally now, because it was in the middle of the crowd, hey, there was now front, a whole gap, and back. Like, they were gone. And I'm like, you know what, he's not here. So the security guards are like, okay, he's probably still targeting you. If he sees you again, he's going to try and come back to you. So let's take you to backstage, like the VIP place where the performers get up from and whatever and get ready and all that, because there are security guards there, so he's not going to be able to get you from there. I'm like, I'm here with someone, I'm here with my cousin, I need to find her. They're like, okay, just describe her to us and then we will look for her and bring her to you, but you should stay there. I was like, okay, that's a plan. So I go there, get there, and while I was going there, I was texting my brothers. No, they are all panicked. Wherever they are, where they ditched me for and did not show up, they're now panicked. And they're calling me. One of my brothers calls me. And he's like, Maria, are you okay? What's wrong? What happened? Blah, 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 blah. Where's that guy? I'm like, it's under control. Chill. Relax. If you cared that much, you would have come. Okay? Okay? Thank you. And he's like, okay, well, you know what, right now just call Megan, tell her to come get you guys, and don't keep your phone out of your purse, just keep it in your purse. I was like, fine. My other brother, they are together, they're at the same place, but he now calls me on his phone. Maria, are you okay? What happened? Don't keep your phone out of your purse. I'm like, how can I not keep my phone out of my purse if you guys keep calling me? I am fine, I'm okay. Just stop calling me right now at this point. Just don't call me, you know, because I'm mad at you guys. If you guys were here, this wouldn't have happened, but you ditched me, so you're the bad guys too. Okay. So we get to VIP and I'm sitting there backstage. I'm not even enjoying the music anymore. I'm not even enjoying my VIP experience because I was almost robbed. I could have been killed. I could have been raped. Something bad could have happened to me. Okay? Alright? Yes. So I get there and I call Megan and I'm like, Megan, please come get us. Please come and pick us up. Megan is like, okay, cool, I'm on my way. And now these security guards are also looking for cousin. Guess who shows up? If it isn't light skin. So he comes, because I was like on the fence, like sitting right at the fence. It's a beach, right? So they had like this sort of built area. He comes and he's like, Maria, are you okay? And I'm like, please, stay the fudge away from me. And he's like, what happened? What happened? Your friend happened. And he's like, oh no, that's not really my friend. I don't know him like that. I was like, am I stupid? Do I look stupid? Maybe, I don't know, maybe I had a plaster on my head which was written stupid or something, but you came with him to me and introduced him as dark skin. This is my friend, dark skin. And it's like, no, I just say that. I mean, you know us guys, we just meet someone and we call them our friends, but I don't know him like that. I was like, nope, nope, no. I'm not listening to you. I don't want to hear anything. I literally don't. If those, like if the security guards had been there as well, I would have said he's one of them, but they weren't. So I'm like, you know what, you're lucky. Just please go. Guess who shows up next? My cousin comes and she's like, cousin, you're in VIP. What you doing back there? I'm like, come sit yourself down here. You're not going anywhere else. You're not moving around anymore. We need to leave. And she's like, okay, let me just go say bye to my... I'm like, literally, hold her hand, stay here. We are waiting for Megan to come pick us up and we are leaving. You will text your friends or whatever. You go home, charge your phone, text them, tell them you had to leave. But I'm not letting you out of my sight. I'm not. So she stays with me there. And like, I'm inside VIP, she's like outside, like, or the like front stage sort of situation. I don't know how she got to front stage though, because there was such a crowd. But yeah, so she's there. And she's like, And Megan calls, because Megan's place wasn't too far from that area. So Megan calls and she's like, hey guys, I'm outside, come. I'm like, great. Grab her hand, we go. Guess who I see on the way out again? If it is a light skin. And he has the nerve to still try to come and talk to me. And he's like, Maria, can I please just talk to you? Can just understand. He no part of my friend. Dude, no. No thank you. I don't have the time for this anymore. So I keep and cousin is like, what's up? What's up with him? What's up with light skin? What happened? So I tell her the whole situation. Guys, to this day, I haven't had an apology from her. I don't know what the apology would be for though. For ditching me, I guess. For letting me be in that situation because you're ignoring me so much. Maybe, I don't know. But she took it as a joke. I could have died. I could have not had a phone. And she took it as a she didn't say sorry. She just listened to me and she's like, girl, you're overreacting. Nothing would have happened to you. Wow. Okay. So I'm never going out with you again. That's for sure. But yeah. So we get to Megan, and I didn't see the security guards on my way out, so I couldn't thank them or tell them that I found her. I don't know if they were still looking for a cousin or if they were also just done or they got another issue or whatever. I don't know. But we get to Megan, and Megan is like, this dude is still following us. Like, light skin is still following us till we get to Megan. And Megan is like, what's up with you? Like, who are you? And he's like, I'm just trying to talk to Maria. I'm like, I don't want to talk to him. Him and his friend tried to rob me. Please. He's like, that's not my friend. Megan is like, they tried to do what? Cousin, not a care in the world. Like, she's literally just get in the car, sit, wait to go home. Not a, Megan's like, get in the car, we are leaving. Like, to the guy. Yeah, so we get in the car, we leave, and she's like, what happened? So I tell her the full story. She's like, I'm so sorry, you okay? You'll be fine, it's okay, sort of situation. Cousin, nothing. We get home, we shower, she goes to sleep. Can you imagine? Anyway, that is the end of the story time. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still here to this point, yeah. That day, yo. I haven't told my parents about it. I haven't told my mom about it because she would be like, okay, you're not going out anymore. Clearly, you are a target. You're gonna stay home for the rest of your life. So no, I didn't tell my mom about that. She's probably gonna watch this and find out. But I'm old now. So it's okay, Mom. It's okay. Yeah, guys, that is my traumatic experience of how I almost got robbed. Potentially robbed. And potentially killed. Or potentially have something bad happen to me. Like, he was so vague. He should have been upfront and be like, this is a knife. I'm going to stick it through your stomach. I would have given him my phone right there and then. But, dude, what you gonna do to me? In a crowd. You know, and I think those are some of the key factors that played a role in me not being that scared. Anyway, the story is done. Let me not keep rambling about this. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. If you're still here to this point, I love you. You're a real one. Be sure to like and comment a lot because it helps a lot with the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed yet, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.